Let's make it pop. Hi everyone, it's Matthew Reinhart, and today we're going to make this really cool St. Patrick's Day rainbow and pot of gold pop-up card. Look at that. Ooh, it's so nice. Whoa, you'd be lucky to get this card. Okay, I'll stop right now. First, we're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock, and I'm using 2 different colored pieces. I'm going to use some glue. I also have some shiny. I have some sequins. We're going to use that for our gold. We couldn't make any pop-ups without a pair of scissors. We're going to need something to color with. Now I use markers, but you could use colored pencils, crayons, maybe not use paints because nothing is worse than a wet pop-up. It doesn't really work really well. Also, we're going to use 2 other things. We're going to use some one-sided tape and some double-sided tape. Oh, and you know what? I forgot. We may use, upside down, a ruler. All right, let's get started. First thing I'm going to need is one of those pieces of cardstock. This one right here looks pretty good. Oh yeah. And what I'm going to do with this cardstock, I'm going to cut a strip from it about, I don't know, about 1.5 inches. I'm just eyeing it. I'm going to cut a strip going all the way up its height, like that. If you want to use your ruler, it's about I don't know, about 1.5 inches wide. All right, now this is going to be our rainbow. And so we need to color it. There we go. All right, let's get to the next part. Okay, next up, we are going to take our other piece. This, in my case, I'm just going to use this blue piece of cardstock, and I'm going to fold it in half to make a card. So sometimes I'll use a tool like this to really make that crease nice and sharp. Let's put away our rainbow for now and our piece of cardstock. Let's take that extra scrap we had left. Cut sort of a big shape like this off the corner because I need this angle here. This is a 90-degree angle. It's a right angle. And this is going to be what's called a V-fold. And V-folds, remember, move stuff and everything. We're just going to take this piece and we're going to fold it in half like so. See how I line them up? Just like that. Very good. That's what I have to tell myself. When I do things, when I'm making stuff in the studio and I start to get slobby, I go, no. Wait, take your time. That's where the center fold of that piece is. And that is where the center fold of that piece. And we're going to line the 2 of those up. I'm going to do it closer to the top of my card. Then we're going to use this one-sided tape. Tape it right along here. Now don't let your tape go over this fold and don't let your tape go over this edge. If you have to use a couple smaller pieces, that would be great. Okay, we need to add more to this to make it even cooler, right? Now let's get that white cardstock. And we're going to cut, I think, a rectangle. Let's make it about 3 inches by 4 inches. Let's fold it in half. Cut along that line. And now I have 2 equal rectangles about this size. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn them into V-folds and add them to our V-fold that we've already done. So I'm going to take this rectangle. Now watch how I fold it. I'm going to line up this edge with this edge. Just like this. I know there's a little extra here, but don't worry about it. Let's do the same thing to this rectangle too. There we go, 2 V-folds. So let's add tape here and here. Look at what I did. Oh dear. I used too much tape. What do? You cut it off. When it moves, 2 move at the same time. Look at that. So we could take our ruler if we wanted. Lay it across, make sure that this is flat here with this edge. And then we have a little line. And now we'll know that the bottom will be the same for both. And we're going to do exactly what we did before. We're going to line up this fold here because when we taped it down, it made a new fold onto the base page. All right, so now our 3 V-folds should work together. Look at that. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do, here we are. Let's fold it in half. And let's also make sure this, see, look, this side is a little bit wider than the other one. Let's just use our scissors. And we're also going to cut a little corner off of our rainbow. We're going to do something kind of like this. So I did that, and it's on both sides. See how I did it on both sides? Now, we're going to tape it down to this triangle on the V-fold. Now don't let it go below the fold. And you want to make sure that it's parallel to the side of the paper, so it's going straight up. Okay? And I'm going to tape it just like that. Look, I taped it too far. See how I taped it here? We're going to tape it on the other side too, just to give it a little bit more strength. See how I did that? Now is when we're going to really use our ruler. And it looks like after I've taped it down, now I'm going to measure it about 7/8. So I'm going to do the same over here. I'm going to mark 7/8. Like that. We're going to tape our other end of our rainbow here to this side. Now that we know exactly where this is, we can do it the same on the other side. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape a little bit of one-sided tape on this edge, the free edge of the rainbow, and I'm going to pull it over here just where it's supposed to, see right there? I'm going to tape it down just like that. Now I used a little bit too much tape right there, so I'm going to use my scissors to cut it off, because we don't want too much tape flying free. All right, now when we open and close it, the rainbow goes up. Look at that. And that's nice. That's nice. Let's tape it on the inside too, just in case, to give it some strength. What can we do with these white things? I think we should cut them into clouds, don't you? Ooh, look at that. Those are cool. Now, if you wanted to, I should have, and I didn't do it the first time around. You could have colored the inside of the rainbow too. But I was too lazy. Wah, wah. Wait a minute. I'm going to magically make it happen, because rainbows are magic. Okay, 1, 2, poof. Oh, whoa, pop-ups really are magic. Look at that. It colored on both sides automatically. Anyhow, let's see our pop-up rainbow. Ooh. Ah. Using the rest of our scrap paper, let's make a skinny strip of paper that looks kind of like this. See, it's just a rectangle strip of paper. We're going to attach one end with a piece of one-sided tape right here and right here. Make sure that this edge is parallel to this one. And now what that's going to do is, see how it's not folding? Oh, it's not folding. I don't know what it's, oh gosh. But now when I close it, it's going to fold. Look at that. It's going to make a layer. Maybe we'll put a shape that looks like a pot of gold. Boom. Now that I've cut this out, look at magic. Ooh, cut out this piece. I'm going to tape it to this layer piece just on top of here. And instead of using my one-sided tape, this time around I'm going to use, oh, good old double-sided tape. And I'm going to just stick my pot of gold just right here. Not too close to this edge, because we don't want our rainbow to hit it. Oh, we need the gold. Now let's over here, maybe we should add a piece that has a leprechaun on it. Should we put them in the middle? Ooh, that would be kind of cool. Let's do that. Let's use some double stick. Let's put it down right there. And let's stick our little leprechaun right in the middle. And he's only taped on one side, not on two sides. See that? See how I did that? See how I only put the tape on one side of that fold? I didn't do it on both. That way he kind of looks like he's jumping out a little from the clouds. Let's see if this works for our card. Whoa, look at that! There he is! Ooh, let's decorate it because decorating is fun. And there you have it. A really cool pop-up rainbow and pot of gold. So if you like making this craft, why don't you like and subscribe so you can see some more videos. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get those notifications whenever there's a new video that I've posted. So keep up the awesome work out there, and I hope you've enjoyed this latest Let's Make It Pop craft.